If you're under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you. Please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm here to join in on the fun with the hashtag 2crafters1design and also the hashtag SatMornMakes. Hashtag 2crafters1design is hosted by Melissa, who's Mo Creations, Gloria, who's Girliest Cards, and Lisa, who is UCY I'm a Diva, and SatMornMakes is hosted by Jillian Norwood. The ladies' links will be in the description box below, and you can use those hashtags to search for inspiration for anybody who is playing along. With 2crafters1design, they always have a theme, and this week's theme is green, and last week's theme was new. So I'm combining the two, using new things and then also using the color green. Now I'm doing something a little different this week. I'm not making a card or a box or any other 3D type project. What I am doing is I'm finally getting started on swatching my Spellbinders cardstock. And since I didn't have a lot of time today, I figured I could do the green colors today and then share that with you, and then hopefully that will jumpstart me to keep going with the other colors to get them all 48 of the new colors that they came out with last year swatched. I was inspired by my girl Veronica, who's VLB Allen 1 here on YouTube. She sent me a picture where she was working on hers, and I'm like, oh, let me get started on mine too. So as I said, don't have a lot of time, but since it's color green today, starting with the color green. So I use this Spellbinders cardstock 48 strips. This is one they gave when the colors first came out. They gave them to their influencers and their designers to use, and I always said, why don't they just sell this so that people could swatch? They did give it away as a gift on scrapbook.com once, and then I got this pack, I believe, with either their weekend or virtual event, or no, that's not what it was. It was an extra gift when you bought the Club Caboodle, which is now the Club Crate, from their clubs. So this has a 2.5 by 5 inch strip of all of the 48 colors. So I use the green ones and the green blues out of here. And then this is what I use to swatch my colors. This is called the Color Swatch Pedal, and it goes on sale from time to time on Spellbinders. This is it. It has 3 pieces. You cut a main piece, you cut the color, and then you cut the reinforced topper. And then there is a set of stamps that are the color swatch names, and they have all of the 48 colors. Actually, there's 49 on here. There's one stamp. I guess maybe they axed the color, but it still got in here. I'm not sure. Not sure which one it is, but I know they said there's one in here that is not one of the colors. So I used those, and I swatched the greens. So, and I stamped the names. Now, I think what I might do, I might do a second set with black so that you could see the difference between what the color looks like against white versus against black. I've seen some people who did that, but we're just getting started, so we're going to go with the white first. So the greens that they have are Peridot, Rainforest, Fern, Mint. Then we go into the blue greens with Seaside, Waterfall, Teal Topaz, and Blue Spruce. So those are the greens and the blue greens that are in the color families, and I love their cardstock. It's 100 pounds, beautiful colors, and it's so easy when you have swatches. I've never been a swatch person. This is my first time doing it, but I'm going to swatch all of my spellbinders, and then I'm going to go back and swatch tonic because I have a lot of tonic cardstock. I also have the Michaels cardstocks. So you could do any cardstock. It doesn't have to be spellbinders. You just can write your name down, the color name down there or on the back. So just know that it doesn't have to just be these swatches. So I cut them out, as you can see here, out of the rectangles. But there's enough room for me to use a punch, and I'll show you something else in just a moment, but I want to show you this first. There's also 2 other versions of the swatches if you have not seen it. I know a lot of you probably have because I'm late. This came out before, but I bought it all and have not used it. So that's the new part. But this one lets you make several different colors so you can make your own color story, but you do need that other die for the backer so that you could put each color in there because this cuts out separately. Then you also have this version, which allows you to make other color families, and it is curved, and you can put the names under there with those stamps. This one has the backing piece, and then with this, you have each of the colors that you could put on top, a reinforcer, and an extra. So those are the various color swatching dies that Spellbinders has. But what I was going to say about this is that this leaves me enough room to cut a couple 1-inch or punch a couple 1-inch squares from here and use the rest of it that way with Spellbinders DIY color deck. And this is something they came out with last year too. There is a drawer that you keep the cards in, and the cards are these. In the initial one, you get 52 color decks. But there are others, like with one of the weekenders, the last weekender, they gave you a color card, a pack. For Christmas, there was a Christmas one, so there'll be different ones throughout the year. And basically, it's like the color cube thing, where there are pictures that they give you, and then you pick out what colors. There's spaces for 5 colors, although if you wanted to do more than 5, you probably could figure out a way to do that. But then on the back, they have fun facts. And so I could use the greens today to do like this one that has various greens, and then maybe a white, maybe a pink or black or gray. Just show you some of the other greens pictures. There's that one. This one has the greens and the yellows. This one with greens and reds. There's a lot of them that have greens, but these are the ones that I could use. Some of the ones that I have left over from this. And then there's this one. But there's several others. So there's 52. And then some of them have fun facts. Some of them have color theory. And some of them have creative sparks. So these are available on Spellbinders website. Now they do, or they did, I don't know if they still do, they did have a package bundle where you could get the cards and the punch. And I think this A2 size, they don't sell that size I have, but they do have the A2 size of all 48 sheets, which would be handy to do swatching if you were interested in doing that. And then all you need to do is get some rings. I got these rings off of Amazon. So you need the really large ones because there's 48 colors. Once you get the 48 colors on there, you'll need that big ring. So although it's not a project, so to speak, it is a project for me getting these done. And the green helped get me jump started to get those going. So hopefully I could be inspired to do the other 40 colors because I got 8 of them done today. But that is my my project today for 2 crafters, 1 design, and Satmore Makes. Thanks so much for watching, and you have a great and a very blessed day. Bye-bye.